YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Steph, and we're back with another video today, man. So today's topic, we'll be talking about 40-hour weeks aren't normal. Steph, what do you mean by 40-hour weeks aren't normal? Bro, this shit started back when we was in school. Like, when we first started going to school, we didn't realize that we were being brainwashed as kids, like, on up until, like, teenage years and stuff like that, and so far on, like, college and all that. The point of school was to dilute you, suck the life out of you, suck the creativity out of you. The system, the matrix, like I told y'all before, is ran by 13 bloodlines. And one of those families, RF, that's like their last name, initials, RF. If you know if you know that last name, RF, if you know, you know. But one of those family members, he was a man, and he had a famous quote was, "I don't want a world full of thinkers. I want a world full of workers." So us being in school for 8 hours, having a lunch and all that, going home at 3, bro, we basically did a shift at school. And they made it to the point to where you can get around it now, but like a lot of people wasn't doing it back like when we was kids and like in the 90s and 80s and stuff like that. Like, parents, they think like once like they have kids, stuff like that, they gonna send them to school and shit like that because that's what they had to do. Bro, that ain't really like a good thing, because it's like you basically saying like, if I had to do it, you gonna do it. And I understand when people be like, they go to school like to socialize and make friends, stuff like that, bro. But honestly, they really just being corrupted by other kids. Okay, they might run into like a good person. Like, I'm gonna be real, I ran into a few good people at school, but it wasn't many. You would think people like will be kind, but a lot of people aren't. A lot of people come from households to the point where they had to survive, and they probably had to do like fucked up shit to make it, and they carry that mindset on into school. Well, they kids see that because kids are sponges. They do what they see. So if they see some bad shit, they damn near gonna try to do it, or they gonna do it. And it's to the point to where we all should see it. Like, bro, 40-hour weeks are not normal, bro. We really supposed to have, bro, imagine if we all was entrepreneurs to the point to where, and I understand some people, like, they cool with like working a 9 to 5, we will get doing their little 40 hours and shit like that because they don't have to really put in that much work and shit like that, bro. But why wouldn't you though? Like, just find like a hobby that you like to do, or something that doesn't feel like work, and make it into a business to the point to where you start making revenue off of it, to the point to where you can pay your bills and still have money left over. That's the real, like, that's a real job right there. Like, having your own. You shouldn't want to depend on the major. Like, the way they make it, they gonna make you depend on them one way or another. So let's say if people are like, let's say if like in the projects, okay, example projects. Some people are on Section 8. What do all the Section 8 people get? They get government assistance because Section 8 is government assistance. Like, they letting you live there they letting you live in an apartment for like $20 a month. And you get food stamps. What is that? Government assistance. They're going to make you depend on them one way or another. Same with having a job, because if you don't have a job, how you gonna pay your bills? You gonna be somewhere homeless, or you gonna be going back home to your people, and they not gonna let you. They not gonna just let you stay at their house for free, especially if you grown as hell. Well, not when you an adult, because I don't say I'm grown and shit like that. I say that because I'm still growing every day. Like, I'm still learning new shit. So I'm just an adult. I'm just a young adult. So yeah, that's kind of how like they like fixed it. Like they literally designed the system to the point where you ain't gonna have no other choice but to depend on them. Whether it's a job, food stamps, insurance, what else? Groceries, just stuff that's accessible that should be like free for you. Like that's what I'm saying. Like they put a price tag on everything. What do you have to do for your kids when it's time to go to school? You have to buy them clothes. You're literally paying back the government, because the government, like those stores and shit that the government run those stores. You might think there is a top person, like a CEO or something, like for like a clothing store or something like that, but they still have to answer to somebody too. If the government come in and tell them do this, do that, they gonna do it. They not gonna have no choice. If they don't do it, they damn near gonna get put out of business, or they gonna get fucking knocked off. And then they're just gonna put somebody in that position to where they know they'll do it, because they just put them in this position because they know them and they already told them what the game plan was. And it's fucked up, bro. Going to the doctor, there's government assistance, like, bro. It's just, once you just look through the illusion, that's why I tell people, like, I don't really go to the doctor anymore. The only reason why I will go to the doctor now is probably like if I break something. But other than that, like a cold, or like if I got something going on within my body or something, like, bro, give me some herbs, bro. I don't want to go to no fucking doctor. Fuck the doctor, honestly. The doctor already don't give a fuck about you. You just another bill to them. They see you as a bill. And what do doctors do? They practice. They practice medicine. They're not sure. They're practicing. They're guessing. They're giving you shit that they hope they work. And if they don't, they're going to try to find something else that kind of relates to your symptoms or whatever the fuck. And they treat you like a car. Because once they give you something, it's damn near, for shit show, it's damn near for shit show going to fuck something else up within your body to the point where you're going to be going back to the doctor. You're going to be going back to the doctor. You're going to be going back to the doctor. You're going to be going back to the doctor. That's what a lot of people don't understand about this shit. And it's fucked up, bro. It really is. And that's why I tell people, like, they wonder why I like be having like this expression on my face. Like, I just got a straight face. Like, I just be like, because once you wake up to this shit, fool, you'll never be the same again. Like the nigga Dick Gregory said, once you put the magical glasses on, you can't take them off. You gonna see shit for what it is. Literally. You can't look past shit. You can't just look at it in your own way. Nah, bro, that ain't. You can if you still sleepy, but if you up, like if you woke, bro, you gonna see that shit for what it is, and that shit damn near depresses you. Cause I know it depresses me at times. Like, sometimes that shit be getting to me. Like, I'll be like, damn, bro, I really gotta go back in this motherfucker. Like, shit. And then I understand when people be like, you just gotta take your vacation, woo woo. But then what after the vacation? You gotta go right back to the ass. You gotta go right back to them. What you gotta do before you even go on? You gotta put time in. You gotta try to, if you got enough PTO, you gotta put PTO in and all this, because if you don't, guess what they gonna say? No call, no show, no call, no show, no call, no show, fired. That's just how this shit go, bro. The closest thing to freedom that you gonna get here, bro, is being a content creator. That's the closest thing you gonna get, because you can post videos whenever you want, and YouTube, Facebook, all them, they actually pay good, like, for you doing videos and shit. That's what a lot of people don't understand. So that's the closest thing you're going to get to having, like, freedom, like having your own schedule, to the point to where if you don't feel like making a video that day, you don't have to, bro. You can take a self-care day. You can take a mental health day, bro. If you want to go on a trip in the middle of the week, you can. I'm talking about without notifying anyone. You can just get up and go. pack your bags, get up and go. Buy a ticket, you on the next plane out. That's the closest thing you gonna get to actual freedom. If you work a job like me, bro, we just slaves, bro. We just another number. Just like how they did our ancestors back in the day. Our ancestors was just another number. They don't really give a fuck about us. They give a fuck about what we can do for them. That's all. And then when you putting in all this work and shit like that, like it damn near gonna take you 5, maybe 10, maybe 15 years to even just go up in the ranks within that company. But then when you do that, once you going up in the ranks within that company, you're taking on more responsibility. To the point to where if some shit happen, motherfucker gonna be looking at you. Well, what happened, bro? I don't fucking know. The worker's supposed to be doing it. I'm just, no, them your workers, so it falls on you. Damn, yeah, they gonna be on there. They never gave a fuck. They know what you there for. They know you there for their recycled paper. Me too. I'm there for that too, but I'm doing this shit because I know I have bills and shit to pay. I know if I don't pay these bills, I'm gonna be fucking around out here and be homeless. I can't go back home, bro. That's why I tell people, bro, that's why I always tell y'all, I can't go back home. I come from a city, you'll fuck around. I come from a city, 95% of people get stuck there. It's only 5% that actually make it out. They get stuck there, they get stuck in that loop. They're looking at the same thing for the rest of their fucking life, bro. Why would you want to live like that? The world is so much bigger than where you from. Man, that shit hurt a nigga's feelings at times, bro. I just be in my feelings about that shit. Like, damn, bro, we really doing it like that shit. Like, they really brainwashed us all. I mean, I reprogram my mind, so I know what the fuck going on. But a lot of us still see a lot of us don't be wanting to hear that shit. And people wonder why I barely talk, bro. I just can't be around no docile type of person. You just don't know shit. You just sleepy. And then when I get talking to you, now I sound crazy. But you can't even have an open mind because you're fucking programmed. They programmed you to think that, ooh, if he say some shit like that, he crazy. They programmed you to think that way. Literally, it's designed to be that way. You got a lot of NPCs here though. Like they don't have a goal. They don't have a real dream. They just going through the motions of life. To the point to where they damn near not gonna learn no lessons within their life. So get what? They gonna have to keep coming back down here, keep learning. If they don't learn then, they gonna die. They gonna get reincarnated, come back down here, come back down here, come back down here until you learn the fucking lessons, until you learn this shit, bro. This shit weak, fool. That's why I tell people, like, I don't like being around people. Like, if you're not, like, one of my homies or something like that, bro, I don't really want to be. Or my family or something like that, bro, I don't really want to be around. You couldn't pay me to go to a club. Fuck a club. You couldn't pay me to go to a party. Fuck a party. Too many energies around. Too many fucking energies be around in those events. And then they made it cool to where, like, when you like, y'all, let's go to the club. But they made that cool to where now you think it's cool to just go to the club. Why you just can't sit in the house and read a fucking book or watch a movie, eat popcorn? Just be by yourself, bro. A lot of people can't sit with themselves. And it's crazy to think that, but yeah, that's really how it is. A lot of people cannot sit by themselves, be by themselves. They can't really isolate because they don't know how to. They damn near an energy vamp. They steal other people's energy because they be so low on it. So when you seeing this other person, they just so happy-go-lucky, charming, shit like that. You want some of that. You want some of that aura. You want some of that energy. So what? You gonna steal it. By what? How would they steal it? Just by talking to a motherfucker. Just having a conversation with them. And a lot of people don't understand. Once you start feeling drained, yeah, they're taking your energy away from you. And they start feeling more and more uppity and stuff. Yeah, they're taking your energy away from you. Little do you know. This is a cruel world, bro. That's why I tell people this is a cruel ass world. And you have to just stay to yourself, bro, and stay out the way. Stay out these people way, bro. Because these people don't mean you no good. They really don't. But yeah, bro, I just wanted to tell y'all that, like, bro, you should have your own business, bro. You should be an entrepreneur. You should be paying yourself and you should be paying your bills without trouble. Because you got your own business. You have your own shit. You don't have to, bro. And then another thing, bro, you don't have to answer to nobody. If you don't feel like talking one day, you just don't feel like fucking talking. For the most part, like at jobs and shit like that, they try to be like considerate, but a lot of these jobs, they don't be considerate. They don't give a fuck how you feel. They really don't. They care about what you can do. How fast can you do something? How fast can you do this? How fast can you do that? How efficient you can be in this? How efficient can you be in that? And it's sad, bro. Like, it really is. She just be having a nigga thinking like, oh, it's really set up this way for us to lose shit for real. A lot of, like, people, they don't understand, bro. And that's why I just stopped talking altogether. Because you just don't understand. You're not gonna understand. I'm not gonna try to make you understand. I could care less. I just was trying to enlighten you on some shit. But you can't even do that because people think you trying to control them in a way. Nah, bro, it ain't that, bro. We supposed to be helping each other out. Teamwork makes dream work. That's a real saying. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah, bro, I just wanted to tell y'all that. Well, y'all, I had that download. I just was thinking about that shit when I was coming back from work. I had a mishap at work today. Shit kind of pissed me out to the point where I was like, it's a good video idea. Love y'all say that. Positive energy always create elevation. I love you so much. You create all of this. You created it all. You created the whole universe. You created as water below, so as water above, so below. We're literally in between two bodies of water, and we just in the middle. But yeah, dog. Y'all stay dangerous, bro. I know I just said that, but I'm sleepy as hell. Like, y'all stay prayed up, man. If you need to hear from a real nigga, talk to yourself, bro. Because you know how you are as a person. Now, if you know you did some fucked up shit, you just trying to justify that, it's not right. Yeah. Steph gone.